Hi, today I'm going to be sharing with you some exercises and tools that help you release stuck negative emotions. Now, a lot of people have a lot of emotions that they can't really identify, and they just find themselves when they're having certain experiences feeling triggered or just going to certain habitual patterns of thinking or certain habits and certain responses whenever they're experiencing something that they're believing is a match to the negativity that they are either running away from or fighting. Now, when you start your energy work and you start to clean your energy of negativity and you start to clean your mind and you start to change your thought patterns and you start to change, you're going to become very sensitive to any presence of negativity. You're going to be sensitive to negativity in your external environment. You're going to be sensitive to negativity within your body, and you're going to be sensitive to negativity in others. Now, negativity is not a bad thing. It's not something to judge, it's not something to condemn, it's just a part of life experience. And the beautiful thing is that we are powerful creators and we can decide what experience we want to have. And each experience is adding to the universe, and each experience has something to teach and has some kind of expansion to offer. So when you're doing this work and you're cleaning yourself of a lot of negative beliefs and a lot of negative patterns, you're going to start to feel your body also becoming very sensitive to negative energy that you might be feeling that you didn't know was present previously. You might have been carrying negative energy in the form of tension in different parts of your body. You might have been carrying it in stressful mind, in your emotions, in the chemicals that are being released into your body from your brain, causing stress, anxiety, frustration, and all these other manifestations that surround negative thought patterns. I talked in my previous post about emotional body and trigger points and points of attraction. When you have these experiences that they cause trauma, that cause you to perceive and define something negatively, you take it on energetically, you take it on to your body, you take it on to your mind, and then it starts reflecting itself in your reality. So when you take it on energetically, what it does is it starts to create different trigger points of surrounding your energy, different trigger points surrounding what we call your aura. Your aura is just different energetic points in different energy that's exuding from you that have different frequencies. Now, according to what your aura is what life situations you're going to find yourself in. It's what your emotional state is typically going to be. People with very high frequencies in the vibration of love, appreciation, abundance, that are in alignment with source energy, in alignment with all that is, their aura is usually very clear, very big, very bright, very powerful. Now, some people, most especially empaths, have a lot of holes in their aura. Now, when you have all holes in your aura, what happens is you take on the energy of other people. You're taking on the energy of objects around you. You're taking on the energy and thought forms of others in the world sometimes, because some empaths are very, very, very deep in how empathic they are. And if you don't understand that you're just absorbing energy that others are exuding, you're not going to know how to really protect your aura. Now, you have this energetic body that surrounds you, and different people, based on their thought patterns, the way they've been conditioned, have different kinds of energy that's surrounding them. When you have a traumatic experience, you can develop an energetic point that surrounds you based on that traumatic experience. And that energetic point starts to grow with time because you think about that experience, you feel it more in your emotional state, and then you start to perceive it more in your surroundings, and then you start to have triggers and you start to have evidence of the reality you're believing in. That's also going to make that energetic trigger point bigger and stronger and just much more dense. Negative energy is very dense. It doesn't move very fast. That's why people that are sometimes depressed, people that are unhappy, people that are negative are usually lethargic. They're usually slow. They don't have a lot of energy because they're not fully allowing their energetic body to be open, free, and to breathe. When it can breathe, then you can move faster. You don't have a lot of resistance in your way. You don't have a lot of blockages. You don't have a lot of issues to work through on your path. So when you have these energetic trigger points, that are negative, that come from a place of trauma, that come from a place of a negative belief that also triggers you into negative patterns and negative emotions. With time, it gets bigger and it gets stronger and it gets more powerful, and this can also start to limit your world and can start to limit your reality, because you spend a lot of your time avoiding these trigger points. You go through life trying to avoid those wounds being triggered again, because it hurts, because you know the entire experience you go through whenever you're triggered by them. Now, one of the tools to help you release negative stuck emotions is the Callahan technique. Now, Dr. Callahan discovered that the energetic body has certain points that these energies like really accumulate. And if you're able to focus on this energy while you're hitting these trigger points with the intention to accept it and to move it forward, then you can start to break apart the strength of this energy, making it easier for you to, with time, allow it to dissipate and then leave your experience, giving you a lighter, clearer, energetic body or aura or life, and just better emotions. So these trigger points that this energy just accumulates are on the side of the palm, right here, both palms, and right between your eyebrows, right here, right at the top of your cheekbones, right here on your upper lip, right here on your chin, and also right here, right underneath the collarbone, and right here underneath the arms. So these are the, and I'm sorry, I missed one, and right at the top of your head too. So these are the trigger points that just surround your energetic body. These points right here. I'm probably not doing it in the proper order. So you might want to just look up Dr. Callahan or the Callahan Technique, and he's going to explain it to you a little bit more and show you the proper technique. I'm just going to give you just the tools that you can start to practice that are going to help you to just really dissolve these stuck negative emotions. So if you have if you're starting to feel a powerful negative emotion in your body, sometimes it can manifest with tension. You could just wake up and feel a part of your body very tense, very heavy, or you could just feel slow during that day. And if you've had habitual patterns of just following your thought patterns and your beliefs and just responding from that place and not being aware enough to question what's really going on, you might not be a person that's really in tune with your emotions. If you're also a person that was trained not to express your emotions, not to really connect to those emotions and share it and have it reflected back to you as it being okay for you to share those emotions and it being a good thing, you might have issues surrounding sharing your emotions and identifying your emotions. So typically these people, the emotions get stuck in their body. They usually feel a physical indication of some energy that needs to move. Wherever there is an issue, you're going to experience it in physical discomfort or mental, emotional discomfort, or discomfort in your external life. The body is part of that too. So you do the Callahan technique. You focus on this feeling, and imagine it like it's a ball somewhere within your body that you're feeling the tension. If you're not really feeling it within your body, but you're just sensing that there's something heavy within you that needs to get out, focus on wherever that energy feels like it's hanging on. And what you do is if you don't know exactly what the emotion is, you can tell yourself, even though I can't identify this emotion, I want to accept it and move myself to a better feeling place. You tell yourself, even though I can't identify this emotion, I want to accept it and move it to a better feeling place. Now, if you know the emotion, if you know the trauma itself, if you know where it came from and you can identify it, if it's anxiety and you can picture the moment that it happened and what it is that brought it on, you say, even though this experience has made me anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I'm moving forward from it. And with this intention in mind, you focus on the place that you're feeling the energy, the tightness, or you focus on what the experience was that caused you trauma and how you were feeling, and then you start to tap on these trigger points. You do a couple of taps here, and then you repeat, even though I don't know what it is that I am feeling, I accept it, and I'm moving forward. even though I don't know what it is that I am feeling, I accept it and I am moving forward. And now in the other case, even though this experience has made me anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Now you keep doing this while you're focusing on where that energy is, or the emotion that you're trying to move forward from, or the experience or the trauma you're moving forward from. And you keep repeating, even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I'm moving forward. My mood is actually starting to change. This really works. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I am feeling anxious, I accept it, I love myself, and I'm moving forward. Even though I can't identify what this energy is, I accept it, I love myself, and I'm moving forward. Even though I can't identify this energy, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. Even though I can't identify this energy, I accept it, I love myself, and I am moving forward. So you keep doing this until you start to feel yourself feeling better. Sometimes you can get, depending on how heavy and how dense this energy is, sometimes you can get to a place where you just start laughing. And the next time you feel that trigger again, or the next time you even think about it, you just do this practice, you do this again, you do this again, you do this again. And with time, you're just going to start to feel lighter about that emotion, and you don't feel triggered by it so much, and it helps you move forward, creating a lighter energetic body and a lighter life and a healthier body and a healthier mind and healthier state of being. Now that's the Callahan technique. The second tool or exercise is scream therapy. This one is my favorite. This one is my absolute favorite. I mean, we don't let ourselves really just get everything that is sitting on our chests out. And like I said before, if you're the kind of person that hasn't really practiced accepting your emotions and sharing it and just letting it out without focusing on how the person that you're sharing your emotion to is going to receive it, whether it's positive or negative, you just have to share. If you've been one of those people that have been holding back, what this does is it allows you to really release that energy that has just been sitting within your body, sitting on you, that needs somewhere to go. So if you're feeling that ball of energy, wherever it is on your body, just close your eyes, identify it. If you can identify the feeling itself, even better. Identify it by how it feels. If you can identify where it came from, even better. Do that. But if you can't, just visualize that energy, and wherever it is that you're feeling it might be coming from, focus there. And then when you focus there, really tune yourself into that feeling, and then what you do is, because our chakras start from the base of the spine and travel all the way up the spine and out the top of your head, connecting you to the universe. I'll be talking about chakras in another video, but just for the sake of this video, I'll just mention it a little bit just to give a little context. So the chakras travel up from the tailbone, up the spine, up the neck, and out the top of the head. And this is the thin invisible line that connects us to the earth and connects us to the rest of the universe. This is like a thread of God that connects you to God. Now, when you're doing the scream therapy, focus your mind on your tailbone, the very bottom of your spine, and focus that energy going from your tailbone, all traveling all the way up your spine and coming out your head. Now, instead of it just releasing out the top of your head, think about some of that energy that is flowing up your spine, flowing and curving into your mouth and escaping your vocal cords in the shape of a scream. So this dense energy, wherever it's sitting, the vibration of the scream, the vibration of this force of screaming and focusing from that place is going to push some of this energy out, and it's going to cause you to release. Sometimes when you do this, you find yourself even breathing better. You find yourself laughing right after it. You feel a sense of relief. And like the Callahan technique, the more you do it, the better you're going to feel. Now, I advise you to go somewhere where you feel private, or somewhere where if you scream a little too loud, people are not going to call the cops. Go somewhere where you can really scream and feel comfortable about screaming without any sort of negative or frustrating repercussions. Now, close your eyes and really focus on this energy. Just center into this energy, and then focus from your tailbone, and focus your scream just pulling itself all the way up your spine and coming out of your mouth. Now, this is going to be a blood curdling scream. You have to really tune into that pain, tune into that emotion, and have the intention of just releasing it out through your mouth, and just keep screaming and screaming. And use your stomach muscles as support. Use your diaphragm for support, and really get that energy going, and really get that scream out for as long as you can comfortably sustain it. The high frequency and the high vibration of the sound in this release is going to really let you let out all that pent-up frustration, pent-up anger, resentment that might sit in your body. All these emotions that you don't get out, by screaming it out, just lets that energy flow, lets it flow. With time, you start to see that you don't even really have anything that you want to express to that person. You're not really holding on to anything anymore, because you're just letting that fast, powerful energy out, instead of it sitting in your body. If it sits in your body too long, sometimes it can cause ailments, discomfort, disease, maybe even cancer, tumors. It just sits there and has nowhere to go. It's energy. We're made up of energy. It needs to move. It needs to flow. The third tool is expressive movement. Now, if you're not a dancer, you're not a trained dancer, I'm sure everyone can listen to music and move their body somehow. You don't need to listen to music and move your body like a professional or look good doing it. Your intention when you move your body should be to connect to a certain emotion and to move using that emotion. If you're connecting to sadness and anguish that you're not really letting flow, you're not letting live, you're not accepting, you have to connect to that emotion when you dance and use that to move your body. So instead, you're finding a way to move that energy of sadness, that energy of depression, into something more positive, something that serves you, and it's going to bring that energy of positivity back into your life. So you're transmuting this energy of negativity. So when you move and you express with every movement, you move your body, you really get into the emotion as you move. It's not to move to be a professional, it's just to sway back and forth and to feel what it is that the beat is telling you, to feel the intention, to feel the emotions that you're not expressing, to feel the things you're not letting yourself feel. Move your body and feel with every movement. Now, this dance technique is usually very odd, and it's usually weird to look at. You look crazy. But you're kind of crazy for just about 5-10 minutes, but it's okay. You're doing something positive for your energetic system. So do this for as long as it feels good, and visualize the moments and the experience and move. As you're visualizing the experience and you're moving with it, you're moving the energy into something positive that's feeling good for you. Singing. Now, singing applies to the same thing as dancing. You sing and center on the emotion of the lyrics. You feel what you're saying and sing. In the beginning, you're going to be conscious of how you sound. You're going to be worried about being on key and all these other things that you worry about. You're not a professional singer. Your job is not to be a professional singer. Your only intention is to release blocked negative energy that's in your body. And in order to release it, you have to learn how to tune into your body and tune into your own emotions and learn how to move those emotions in a positive way. Singing is one of those tools. When you connect to the emotion you're feeling based on the lyrics or the song, you really are training your mind to really go into your body and go into your emotional body and identify a certain emotion, and then use that emotion for something positive, just like dancing. So you feel something, you feel whatever pain, heartbreak, anguish, hurt, joy. You connect to the feeling and really let your body feel it. Let your body resonate with it with every sound. Really get into it, and you sing it out loud. Do not have the intention to sing on key, to be a professional, to be good. Your only intention, like I said, is to let that dense, negative, stuck energy flow out of your system. Once you start to practice this and you have these 4 tools in your bag and you use them as often as you can, what happens is you start to have more clarity. You start to live life less anxious, more peace, more joy, more exuberance, my favorite. And you learn tools to help you really let go of a lot of emotions that you might not be aware that you're holding on to. You're just being triggered and responding. You're not able to identify them. With time, you'll be able to identify them, express them comfortably, own them, and move forward from them. Because all in all, we're all these powerful creators. They're going to be experiencing different levels of emotions, different vibrations. We're here to create and to mold life with these energies. So we have to be the master of these energies and not have this energy then be the masters of us. We are the powerful creators. So you have to learn how to shape using your tools. I love you very much. I hope this has been of use to you. I'm Goddess Green. And lastly, the 4 exercises that help you move stuck, dense, negative energy are Callahan Technique, movement exercise, scream therapy, and singing. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Namaste.